Welcome back to QrepubliC. Today is August 26, 2021, Thursday. The PSEI stays in green as Wall Street climbs. Philippine shares surged to the 6,800 point territory on Wednesday. The local bourse took cues from the positive performance of US markets overnight, according to PhilStocks. Foreign investors furthered the market's climb as foreign funds continued to flow in and net foreign buying ended at 814.59 million pesos. And Globe and PLDT jump at 7.7 to 14%, which came on the back of growing calls from the private sector to proceed the further opening of the telecommunications sector to foreign investors through the amendments in the Public Service Act, PhilStocks added. For our local headlines today, a few European investors have left Philippines amid pandemic. European businessmen found some local industries like manufacturing and garment may be obsolete amid the health crisis. Manufacturing for the most part suffered of the onset of the pandemic owing to supply chain disruptions and restricted mobility that constrains workers' movements. Peso rises to 3-week high. 49 pesos to $1 territory on Wednesday as bargain hunting helped spur early gains, while a second round of buying was spurred on the previous concerns about the Delta variant and its negative impact on growth faded somewhat. And the government expects a peso-dollar exchange rate of 48 pesos to 53 pesos this year. San Miguel Corporation vaccinates 80% of its workers. This is through company-procured AstraZeneca vaccines, and this covered more than 56,000 employees and extended workers. Manila Water Unit to relocate supply waste water assets ahead of Malolos-Clark Railway construction. This will be affected by the construction of the Malolos-Clark Railway, which is part of the government's North-South Commuter Railway or NSCR project. 45 billion peso COVID-19 booster shots budget under unprogrammed funds question. If a budget allocation is placed under unprogrammed appropriations, it means it will only be funded if the government is able to raise enough money for it, according to Marikina Representative Stella Luz Kimbo. And 360,000 doses of government-procured Pfizer vaccine arrive in Philippines. All in all, the Philippines has already administered 30.6 million doses. For our international news, Chinese stocks led declines in Asia Pacific. South Korea hikes interest rates. China's Shenzhen, Hong Kong's Hang Seng, and South Korea's Kospi down to 0.50% up to 1.44%. South Korea's central bank raised interest rates for the first time in nearly 3 years, making it the first major economy to do so in the pandemic era. Japan's Nikkei was trading flat, but also Australia fell. Australia's new daily COVID cases shot up to more than 1,000 Thursday for the first time during the pandemic, according to Reuters. And for our international headlines, stock futures lower after S&P 500 reaches fresh record. Sydney hospitals erect emergency tents as Australia's new COVID cases top 1,000 for the first time. TikTok changed its policies. Now cryptocurrency influencers consider moving to rival platforms. Global electric power demand surges above pre-pandemic levels. Delta Airlines will charge unvaccinated employees $200 more a month for health insurance. And pediatric COVID hospitalizations surge to highest on record in US as doctors brace for more. For our PSEI today, we closed at 6,820.53 with a foreign buying of around 180 million pesos. In our news, we learned that Asia Pacific markets declined today And this is after the record high of US index as well, particularly the S&P during their overnight, which eventually for their futures resulted a decline. Hence, pagtapos po natin mag-rally kahapon, nag-decline po tayo today. And also, we have an above average volume na more into selling. So nakita tayo na malakas na selling pressure dito po sa ating PSEI. Pero ang maganda naman is umabot tayo until 6,850 level yung ating high. And then nag-close tayo halos same closing price natin kahapon. So kung magtuloy man yung ating selling pressure tomorrow, which is a possibility especially Friday, we may stay or we may still maintain the 6,770 area, or worst case scenario is dito po sa ating midline at around 6,700 flat area. So either way of the result of a possible selling pressure tomorrow, uptrend channel will remain intact and we may still continue to go up hopefully by next week, kasi kung titignan natin, majority telco yung ating, or telco yung nagmo-move dito sa ating market as of the moment, or telco industry. So we are rooting for other industries na hopefully ay mag-move rin sila by next week, the latest. So in case man na magka-selling pressure tayo tomorrow, we have to be ready. So kailangan natin lagi makontrol yung ating emotion, and that is through understanding our trading plan, which we have to follow strictly to prevent a wrong move. Hence, wag po tayo basta-basta magsisell or bibili ng shares without consulting our trading plan para po maging guided tayo sa hawak nating mga stocks. So let's continue to monitor the market, be wiser than we are yesterday, and continue to invest for our future. For dito CME, we have acknowledged kahapon yung pag-regain ng kanyang momentum, and we give weight on its uptrend channel that we can observe. Now, yung bullish move natin ngayon is nangyari despite ng maraming foreigns ang lumabas sa kanya. So roughly, dito po sa ating net foreign indicator, around 10 million peso po yung ating selling today. And kung iisipin natin, even majority sa ating foreign investors ang nag-sell ng kanilang shares as of the moment, mas marami pa rin yung buyer natin dito kay dito CME, kasi nagkaroon pa rin tayo ng pagtaas sa kanya. So hence, bullish ang tingin ng ating market dito kay dito CME. Sa ating technicals, we have updated our support and resistance into more concise manner. In the overall picture, meron tayong strong resistance at 10.80 area, which we can also consider our major TP area. But as early as 9.80 area, pwede na tayo magkaroon ng major resistance. Depende na lang po sa ating trading plan if we are going to wait either 9.80 or 10.80, kasi parehas naman po maganda yung area na yan if we are looking for a major resistance. With the move that we had today, we broke out our moving average 50, 200, and 100. Hence, very good momentum po yung ating na-observe. So, more on hold tayo, especially sa may mga average na 8.14 pababa. Kasi yan yung safe side natin ngayon. And sa mga bibili pa lang po ng shares, nasa upper border tayo ng ating uptrend channel. So, we may resist or pull back by tomorrow should the rally not continue, which pwede nating abangan for a possible entry. Kaya lang, I suggest wag muna tayo totodo, especially if wala tayong accumulated shares on low price, kasi may downside tayo up to 8.14 area para in case man, meron tayong pang average down. For PLDT, we have updated our support and resistance as well para mas maging concise at mas mabigyan tayo ng magandang guidance. In our big picture, we recently broke out our 1,300 area, or Darvas box in other perspective, and now we are up to our second Darvas box. As of the moment, nasa 1,400 area na kagad tayo or upper border ng ating Darvas box with a strong momentum kasi tuluyan nating iniwan yung ating mga moving averages. With the normal pattern of PLDT, knowing na malakas yung resistance natin dito, hindi kagad natin siya mabibreak. Pero with the current momentum sa ating mga telcos, it gives us hope of a possible breakout sa 1,400 area, which kung titingnan natin dito sa ating monthly time frame, 2018 pa tayo nakarating sa area na yan. So if we are going to go on the same path with Globe who made a record high, possible din na mag-create tayo ng record high dito kay PLDT should the momentum continue. But syempre laging merong catch. Ang downside natin as of the moment is 1,330 area. So yan yung downfall ng mga bibili pa lang ng shares kay PLDT. Kaya if ever, ang magandang strategy is either magte-test buy tayo or wait tayo sa pullback bago tayo mag-test buy para if ever man, meron pa tayong pang average down should our decision is wrong, which is normal naman sa market, especially if active trader ka. So we just need to be very careful sa ating decision making. And sa mga holders naman natin, 1,330 average below, you may continue to hold and monitor the market. For Globe, we also updated our support and resistance for better guidance. And looking on our chart, after natin ma-breakout yung ating strong resistance at 2,300 area, or dito sa ating box, nagtuloy-tuloy na po umakyat itong si Globe and created its ultimate high and leaving behind its moving averages. Hence, very good or strong momentum po yung nakikita natin sa kanya. Sa ating net foreign indicator, there is around 600 billion pesos yung pumasok sa kanya. So maganda yung support ng ating market holistically. So hindi lang po sa ating mga foreign investors, pati na rin po sa ating mga locals. Looking on its chart, from 28th August, meron na tayong move na roughly 40%, which is malaki and very sudden. Hence, short-term traders may take profit by tomorrow. Kaya naman, by tomorrow, we can speculate a possible pullback kay Globe, which is a chance for us to entry, pero test buy lang muna para safe at meron tayong ipang average down, especially if hindi tayo nakapag-accumulate ng shares on its low price. Kasi meron tayong downside dito around 2,660 area. Pero sa mga holders natin na may average at least 2,660 pababa, more on hold po tayo dito kay Globe. For Converge, another milestone as we had a record high again today. As we can notice, mahina lang yung galaw ni Converge kasi if we are going to check our net foreign indicator, wala tayong makikitang support from the foreign investors unlike kala PLDT and Globe as of the moment. Pero ganun pa man, we still have a good momentum and the market is following the uptrend channel that we can observe. We also just broke out the 30 peso area. So ayan na po yung tinitingnan natin na support niya, immediate support. So sa mga bibili pa lang po ng shares, pwede naman tayo bumili since malapit lang tayo sa area na yan or itong ating closing price today. More on hold pa rin po tayo kay Converge. Especially may bullish pattern tayo na na-observe recently, which is yung 3 white soldiers. So we can still speculate na pwede pa siyang tumaas. And also, yung mga telco natin is sila po yung gumagalaw sa ating market ngayon. So, still upside po yung tinitingnan natin dito kay Converge. For AC Energy, uptrend channel is still intact and currently we are still consolidating with immediate resistance at 9.35 area. We can remain on hold kay AC Energy as of the moment as we have just regained our momentum forming a bullish pattern, yung tinatawag po natin 3 white soldier, and we are still speculating a possible breakout sa ating 9.60 area anytime soon. And hopefully, nakapag-accumulate tayo ng shares as early as now para pag tumaas si AC Energy is hindi po tayo naghahabol sa mataas na price. For PHA, nag-update din po tayo ng ating support and resistance to guide us better. And on its current run, meron tayong nakikitang uptrend channel as we have created higher lows recently. However, if we are going to be meticulous, very bearish po yung ginawa natin na candlestick today and yesterday. So, this uptrend channel that we can observe has a chance na ma-breakdown by tomorrow kasi medyo malakas yung selling pressure na na-observe natin. Volume-wise, low lang tayo. Dito naman po sa ating net foreign indicator, wala rin po tayong nakikitang support. So, unfortunately, nasa waiting game tayo dito kay PHA and we have to be careful sa pagkuha ng mga shares para nasa magandang position tayo. We can do a test buy sa 1.10 area, then average down at 1 peso if hindi mag-materialize. For Apollo Global, support and resistance were updated as well for better positioning. And as of the moment, we still have a strong resistance at 0.13 and losing our momentum currently. If napanood niyo po yung mga previous reviews natin kay Apollo Global, we are giving weight sa pag-list ng kanyang FOO by the end of the month. Kaya naman we are careful not to buy on its higher price. As of the moment, we may want to observe further before buying of shares kasi there's a big chance na ma-breakdown pa natin yung 0.12 area as we have high volume today na more into selling. Then lack of support po dito sa ating foreign indicators or wala tayong makitang support coming from the foreign investors. And mahinang momentum. So hence, more on selling pressure po yung nakikita natin sa kanya. So be very careful lang if you still decide to buy on its current range. For MRC, we also updated our support and resistance for better guidance. And as of the moment, our uptrend channel is still intact, which is good kasi na-maintain natin yung ating momentum. On the other perspective, it seems na malakas yung ating resistance at 0.31 area as this is our second attempt in breaking it pero nagde-decline pa rin tayo. So on this instance, it's okay to still follow the uptrend channel as our guide but a strong caution on 0.31 area. So kung ngayon pa lang tayo kukuha or wala tayong na-accumulate na shares sa ating support area, you may want to think twice or at least test buy lang muna kasi we need to break it by tomorrow or the latest is by Monday to really confirm our uptrend channel and yung pagiging strong netong ating support area. For GTCAP, upon re-evaluation, hindi na po bumaba sa 500 peso yung low natin as we steady consolidated sa ating 530 area. And now, we are currently building our momentum as we break out completely our moving average 9 and moving average 20. Two trends po ang ating nakikita sa kanya, isang sideways and isang long-term uptrend channel. And we are trading on the low area of both of these trends. So we can buy shares dito kay GTCAP as early as now habang nasa mababang area tayo or good area tayo. We can have a TP area starting at 612 area and maximum pwedeng umabot siya until 673 area kasi ito yung ating high na nakita last December 2020. For DMC, we are currently maintaining the 6.19 area of support but is still being declined at 6.40 area or dito sa ating mid-range ng ating uptrend channel. And somehow, we can say na humihina na naman yung kanyang momentum dahil lumiliit itong ating volume. So, we may need to wait until Monday sa mga candlesticks na gagawin ng market if it will make the 6.19 area strong or not bago tayo bumili ng shares or magdagdag. Or we can also do a test buy to secure yung current range natin in case man maging strong siya, then add na lang tayo ng shares eventually. So very crucial yung gagawin natin by tomorrow, maximum Monday. For Mega World, sideways move is still intact and currently may na-observe po tayong short-term uptrend channel as we are forming higher lows. However, based on our volume, very low lang po yung ginagawa ng ating market. Plus dito sa ating net foreign indicator, wala po tayong support na makita from the foreign investors. There is a high chance na ma-block tayo dito sa ating 3 peso area and then bumaba ulit tayo at 2.70 area eventually. So more on observation muna tayo, especially if wala tayo na accumulate na shares on its low price, and kung gain naman na tayo dito kay Mega World, halimbawa nag-invest tayo at 2.70. So kung i-measure natin yan, roughly 9% na yung ating na-gain. So might as well take it or even a portion to secure your gain.
And that's it for today. Kung nagustuhan niyo po itong video na ito, please don't forget to like it and share it as well para mapagbigay insights din po tayo sa iba. And also, kung meron po kayong additional information or thoughts dito sa review na to, comment nyo lang po yan para makatulong din po or makapagbigay information din po tayo sa iba. At sa inyo po na gustong magpa-review ng kanilang mga stocks, comment nyo lang din po yan para maisama po natin sa ating next session. And sa mga bago po nanonood ng video na ito, don't forget to subscribe para lagi po kayo maging updated sa mga bagong videos na nilalabas po natin. Maraming salamat po. I'll see you soon. QRepublic.